Hi guys, welcome back. And I know I haven't read this book in a while. I just decided to take a break from reading. But I'm back. I am very sorry that it took quite a long time to get back to you with this. But I'm gonna continue reading Ingo, and this time I promise I'll finish the entire book. But before we begin, guys, I'll give you 5 minutes to hit that like button, to hit that notification button, and to hit that subscribe button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have you guys hit it yet? I hope you have. So today I'm reading last time I read page 33 to 40. Today I'm gonna read page 41 to page 46. So let's begin where we left off. Shadow over them, and the fish in little shoals sprouting this way and that. I could cope my hands into a little cave for the fish to swim in and out. I'm falling into a dream even though I'm wide awake. The sea feels stronger and more real than Connor's loft room. The white walls seem to sway like water. The sea's all around me, whispering to me in a voice that ebbs and flows like the tide. I want to follow its voice. I want to wade out into the water, far from everything on land. The sea is pulling at me like a strong current that wraps itself around your legs and lifts you off your feet. If only I was down at the cove. I must get there. I must go now, this minute. Alright guys, so we reached chapter 4. I have never climbed down the rocks so fast. Even though they're wet and slippery, the sea's only just been here. But now the tide's turned and it's falling, dragging me with it. I jump down on the sand. Another minute and I'll be in the sea. I kick off my sandals. My toes are in the water, then my ankles, my knees. The sea is dazzling. I lift my hand to shade my eyes, and as I do, I see him. It's Connor, far away, sitting on the rocks at the mouth of the cove. I recognize him at once, even though he's turned away from me. His hair is silk with water. He's been swimming. But we never swim here alone, because we know how dangerous it can be. Why did Connor come without me? Cold. I'm cold. I look down. Already the water is up to my waist. My hands trail in the water. That's so strong. I don't think I had wondered so deep, and I'm still wearing my shorts and t-shirt. The tide is falling fast, and it's pulling more and more strongly, as if it wants me to come with it. It's like a magnet. If I didn't dig my feet into the sand, the tide would carry me away with it. But what's Connor doing, sitting on the rocks at the mouth of the cove, where the water is deep? He must have swum out there. He hasn't seen me yet. He's still got his back to me. I open my mouth to call him, but suddenly Connor turns his head as if he's talking to someone. I push hard against the tag of the water. I'm not going to let it pull me in deeper. I'm not going to call to Connor. I turn around and the tide sucks my legs hungrily as I force my way back into the shallow water. The sea doesn't want to let me go, but it has to. Its power is broken. Knee deep in the water, I wade toward the left side of the cove. I'll be able to see Connor better from there. I don't want to attract his attention now. In fact, I'm hoping that he won't see me from over here. I should be able to get a good view of the rock. And now I can see them clearly. No, Connor's not alone. There's a second head outlined against the edge of the rock, a silk dark head. It turns so I see the profile and the long wet hair. It's a girl. Her hair is long right down her back like mine. And now I realize that what I thought was part of the rock is part of the girl's body. She must be wearing a wetsuit. She and Connor are close together talking like old friends who have got so much to say that they don't notice anything or anyone else. They haven't seen me. Connor hasn't even looked up. What are they talking about? They're much too far away for me to hear their voices. I have never seen her before, I'm sure of it. But I know everyone who lives around here. Who can she be? Maybe she's a tourist. Not many tourists come down to the cove because it's so hard to find. Maybe this girl asked Connor to help her find the way down, and then they got talking and went swimming together. Without me. No, I don't want them to see me. Connor will think I have been following him and spying on him. He didn't want me here, or he would have told me. He was going down to the cove. We always swim together. Not just because it's dangerous to swim alone, but because we like being together. I wade right out of the water. It pulls at my heels, but feebly now, as if it knows it's not going to win. My wet shorts and t-shirts stick clingingly to my skin. Maybe I should go back to the cottage and change. No, I don't want to leave Connor right out there. It isn't safe. I wander up and down the tide line, feeling cold even though the air is still warm. I pick up shells and tiny pieces of driftwood and let them drop again, and every few minutes I glance out to the rocks at the mouth of the cove. They're still there. Connor and the strange girl who doesn't live around here. Still sitting close together, and they haven't noticed me at all. They only noticed each other. And then suddenly, the next time I look, the girl has vanished and Connor is alone. He's standing right on the edge of the rock, staring down into the deep water. But where has the girl gone? He looks down at the water and his body flexes as if he is about to dive in. A wave of panic sweeps over me. From nowhere, before I know what I'm going to do, I have yelled out his name. Connor, Connor! He looks up, stares around. I run along the water's edge, waving and calling, Connor, it's me, Connor. He turns and sees me. For a long moment we stare at each other across the water. We are too far away to see each other's expression, and then, slowly, he raises his hand and waves to me. Connor, come back. Tea's ready. He waves again and begins to pick his way carefully back across the water. Slippery rocks at the side of the cove. It would be quicker to dive in and swim across to me, but he doesn't do that. He scrambles all the way back across the rocks that line the edge of the cove, and only jumps into the water when it is shallow. Knee-deep, he splashes towards me. He's frowning. Not in an angry way, but just as he frowns when he's doing his toughest math homework. What are you doing here, Soph? Looking for you? But it's not time for tea yet, is it? I look down at my wrist, and then I realize something. Terrible. I must have walked into the water with my watch on. My beautiful watch that Dad got for me in Truro. Sorry guys, I'm bad at reading. Please bear with me. Now I remember my arms trailing in the water. I forget all about my watch. I can't believe it. The hands point to 7:05, but the second hand isn't moving. I shake my wrist hard. Nothing happens. My watch has stopped. Oh, Soph, you went into the water with it on, says Connor, looking at my wet shorts and t-shirt. It's broken. Maybe it will be all right if we dry it out. I'll take the back off and see, says Connor. But we both know it won't be all right. It's broken, Connor. Thick, painful tears crowd behind my eyes. Dad helped me to choose the watch, but he didn't choose for me. The shop assistant had laid my 3 favorites out on the counter. A watch with a blue face and gold hands, a silver watch on a silver wristband, and this watch, my watch. Dad waited and didn't say anything. While I tried them all on again for the 3rd time, I held my wrist out to see how each one looked. And then I knew this one was mine. I loved it. But it was the most expensive of the 3. I took it off and put it down. I think I like the blue one best, I said. I looked at the price labels and I knew that was the cheapest one. But guess what? Dad did then. He picked up the one I liked best and said, "Don't look at the price. Don't look at the prices, Sophie. You only have one birthday a year. It wasn't the blue one you liked. It was this one." How did you know, Dad? Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this episode of me reading. Like I said, I am sorry that it's been a while, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and if I am bad at reading, I do apologize for that as well. I am trying to get better. I just don't read a lot of books out loud. But please hit that like button, please hit the subscribe button, turn those notifications on, and keep updated with whenever I post, and I'll see you guys next time.